Hey, what's up YouTube? Duelist Selenite here. I'm doing a deck profile of my Shaddoll Preventers deck, so let's go ahead and get started. For the monsters, I run one Mystical Elf, level 4, 2000 defense. It's a light attribute, so I mainly use it for fusions and the defense that it has. Then I run 3 Shaddoll Hound, mainly because its effect is actually quite helpful. When it's flip summoned, I can target one Shaddoll card in my graveyard, add it to my hand, and if it's sent to the grave by a card effect, I can change a monster's battle position, and if it's a face down monster and it has a flip effect, that effect does not activate, so it's highly helpful. Then I run 3 Shaddoll Squamata. Squamata's flip effect, when it's flip summoned, target one monster on the field, doesn't matter where at on the field, destroy it. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can send one Shaddoll card, doesn't matter what kind of card, from my deck to the grave, so my opponent dark holes the field, activate this effect once it's in the grave. I can send like Shaddoll Falco or something to the grave, bring it back face down with its own effect, and then I can save it for synchro summons and stuff. Next, I run 3 Shaddoll Hedgehog. Hedgehog's flip effect. I can add one Shaddoll spell/trap card from my deck to my hand. If it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can add one Shaddoll monster from my deck to my hand. So Hedgehog is one of my more helpful cards. I prefer using it a lot, mainly to get my fusions and stuff to my hand, my Shaddoll fusions. Then I run 3 Shaddoll Dragon. Run 3 of this because when it's flipped, I can target one card my opponent controls and return it to the hand. Or if it's sent to the grave by a card effect, I can add target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. I can only use one effect of dragon per turn, just like every other Shaddoll monster out there. I run 2 Shaddoll Beast. Beast flip effect, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. If it's sent to the grave by a card effect, I can draw 1 card. I also run 1 Shaddoll Falco. It's a tuner, the flip effect. I can target one Shaddoll monster in my graveyard, except Shaddoll Falco, special summon it in face down defense position. If Falco is sent to the grave by a card effect, special summon itself in face down defense. Then I run 2 of the Giant Rat card. It's an Earth attribute, so it helps get out my El Shaddoll Shekanaga. If it's destroyed by battle, and sent to the grave, I can special summon 1 Earth monster with 1500 or less attack from my deck in face-up attack position. Then I run 1 Marshmallow effect when my opponent attacks it. If it was attacked and was face down at the start of the damage step, my opponent takes 1000 damage, and Marshmallow cannot be destroyed by battle. It's a light attribute, so it helps me get out Construct as well, so it's highly helpful. Then I run 1 of the Swarm of Scarabs and 1 of the Swarm of Locusts. Swarm of Locusts, I can flip both of them. I can flip them face down defense position once per turn. Locust effect, when it's flip summoned, destroy 1 spell or trap card on my opponent's side of the field. Scarabs, it's the same thing except it's 1 monster on my opponent's side of the field, so it's highly helpful. I run 1 Card-D, Earth attribute, and it helps for draw power. Summon it, tribute it, draw 2. But it ends your turn, so it kind of sucks on that part. But other than that, I like it. I run 1 Swift Scarecrow. It's an Earth attribute, so it's mainly for my fusions. If an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, I can discard it, negate the attack, and then end the battle phase, and that is a quick effect. 1 Fencing Fire Ferret. One of my friends yesterday made the mistake. He only runs 1 Judgment Dragon in his deck, so he brought it out. He used the effect to nuke the field, all except for itself. But he also destroyed this card. So when he destroyed Ferret's effect, I target one face-up monster my opponent controls, destroy that target if it is destroyed and sent into the grave. And if I do that, inflict 500 damage. Well, he did that. Ferret was destroyed, so I destroyed his Judgment Dragon. He had nothing else he could do, so he just ended his turn. And that turn total, he took 1,500 damage. And then I also run one Lava Golem. It's a fire attribute. It cannot be normal summoned or set. It can only be special summoned to my opponent's side of the field by tributing 2 monsters they control. I cannot normal summon or set the turn I special summon this card to my opponent's side of the field. This monster's controller takes 1,000 damage during each of their standby phases. This thing has won me plenty of matches. Then, now for my spells. I only won Run Shaddoll Fusion and one L Shaddoll Fusion because I only have one of each. If I had more of each, I'd be running more than just one of each. But it's a polymerization made especially for Shaddolls. And then I run 2 copies of the polymerization. I have one that is the polarized rare from Dual Terminal, original art, and then I have the newer art as well. I also use these for my fusions. I run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, get rid of back row for if I do decide to attack. It'll help me out there by getting rid of Mirror Force or anything like that they might have set face down before the battle phase. I run 2 Swords of Revealing Light. This deck really is made to cause my opponent to deck out. I thought about putting some Ghost Tricks in it, like Ghost Trick Skeleton and stuff to banish their top cards face down and stuff. But Swords is just there to keep them from attacking me if I have an open field. One Soul Release for going against those people that use Cyber Dragons and run Cyber Eltonin. Banish up to 5 cards in either graveyard. It helps because Eltonin loses quite a bit of attack, and I go against a lot of people at locals that use Eltonin. Run 1 Forbidden Scripture. I attack my opponent. They go to activate Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder. Chain this. Negates all effects on the field until the end of the battle phase. Unless this is the older one and it says until the end of the damage step. Yeah, this is the older one. This one says until the end of the damage step, but the newer one says until the end of the battle phase. Then I run 1 Level Limit Area B. Once again, keeps my opponent's high attack monsters from attacking me. Magical Dimension. Tribute a monster if I control a spellcaster. Special summon 1 spellcaster from my hand, then destroy 1 monster on the field. Gets rid of my opponent's high attacks. Dion Kato, the Cure Master. Gain 1,000. Simple as that. Marshmallow Glasses, secret rare. I'm actually lucky to find this card. I have Marshmallow face up on the field in defense. I have cards I don't want my opponents to attack and destroy. Have this out. They can only attack my Marshmallow. Now for my trap cards. I run 3 Magic Cylinder. My opponent attacks, negate the attack, they take damage equal to the attacking monster's attack. I run 2 Shaddoll Core. When I activate it, it pretty much becomes an effect monster. Spellcaster type, level 9, attack of 1450, defense of 1950. It is still counted as a trap card, but I can substitute it for any 1 fusion material that lists an attribute on a Shaddoll Fusion monster card. If Shaddoll Core is sent to the grave by a card effect, target 1 Shaddoll spell or trap card in my graveyard except Shaddoll Core and add it to my hand. I run 2 Mirror Force. Self-explanatory on that one. 2 Gravity Bind. No level 4s or higher can attack. Once again, this is a Preventers deck, so it's supposed to keep them from attacking. 1 Vanity's Emptiness against those Clifford, Satellar Knight, Burning Abyss matchups. Stop special summons until something leaves my field. Rigaki Break, discard a card, mainly a Shaddoll for the graveyard effect, and destroy something they control. Scrap Iron keeps on negating attacks and it goes right back face down each time. And there is no limit as to how many times I can use this. Meteor Flare, discard 2 cards, do 2,000 damage to my opponent. Helpful. Now for the extra deck. I run 1 El Shaddoll Grista. It's a fire attribute, self-explanatory considering this is a Shaddoll deck. 1 Shakanaga, earth attribute, once again, Shaddoll deck, self-explanatory. 1 El Shaddoll Construct. Light attribute, self-explanatory considering it's a Shaddoll deck and it's one of the oldest Shaddoll fusions. Sorry if this does not focus. There we go, we got it to focus. Alright. Then I run 1 Utopia, because this deck has a bunch of level 4s. 1 Black Rose Dragon for the effect, and 1 Darkened Dragon for the effect. I know a lot of people watching this are probably wondering why I don't run Winda and all those. I don't have them, and I can't find anybody to trade them, but if you have one that you're not using and you just want to give it away or something, just kick me at locus_FAC or send me a personal message on here and let me know. But yeah, that's my Shaddoll Preventers deck. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I will probably have a few more deck profiles from my friends or just more of my decks coming up here within the next few days. I might do my Blue Eyes deck sometime soon, or my Saphira, never know. But yeah, until then, keep dueling, be safe. I know people that live in Oklahoma like I do, and people that live in Texas, and any state around us, are having a bunch of snow right now. So drive safe on the roads if you drive. If you don't, whoever drives you around needs to be safe, I guess. But yeah, just keep on dueling, and let me know what you think. Duelist Hollow Knight, signing off.